What's going on, good people? Chef Terrell here. I got my buddy Dom here, and I haven't seen him since Christmas. For Christmas, he gave me some fantastic wines. So, what were the wines you gave me for Christmas?
Oh, we got some Charles Heidsieck Champagne Non-Vintage Brut.
I love champagne.
Really good.
Yeah.
I think he gave you some little rosé of that too, the
I
non-vintage
did
rosé.
have a rosé, yep.
Little Emblem Cabernet from
That
Napa
was
Valley.
absolutely ridiculous.
And Emblem Chardonnay from Sonoma.
All right, so the two Emblem Cabernets, they got drank on Christmas.
Oh, good. Okay.
And yeah, one bottle after the other, they were fantastic. So thank you for that. And then, of course, it was no time getting rid of the Charles Heidsieck, man. That was good. That was very good. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. So Dom just stopped by. So what we're going to do here is I made some pizzas and some tacos. So he brought over a few different wines, kind of to pair with it, but they're Spanish wines. So a lot of times, like pizza, people will think Italian. I like where Dom's head is. Let's go with something a little bit different. You know, tacos. Spanish wine will go great with that, but the reason why he picked these out was because he thought that they would complement the two dishes that we have here. So let's start with the white. Which what do we have here?
Sure. It's Filiboa Albarino from the Ria Spices region in western Spain. Right, the vineyards sit right above the Portugal border, slope down right to the rivers bordering Portugal. 100% Albarino. It's all stainless steel. There's no oak in this wine. And the reason I chose it is Terrell told me what foods he was going to have, and I started with the tacos because the tacos was harder. Pizza's very easy to pair red wines with. So I wanted to start with the tacos, and he said chicken mango tacos. And I thought, well, mangoes and chicken and, something like Pinot Grigio is way too light. There's not enough body, not enough fruitiness to it. On the other end, Chardonnay will be way too heavy, overpower the chicken. I think it's got to be some kind of wine that's got a lot of minerality to it, that's crisp and bright, but still has a lot of fruit. So I was thinking of a couple different things. I thought of Gruner Veltliner from Austria, a dry Moscato from Sicily, and then I thought Albarino from Spain would be a great pairing because where this grapes come from, there's a lot of sandy, loamy soil and a lot of rockiness in the area. So the wine has great minerality and great fruitiness, and it's crisp and bright and dry and will pair well. I mean, it has a lot of fruit flavors in the wine, which will pair well and complement the mango with the chicken. And then because of that, I want to stay on the Spanish side for the pizza. Because again, pizza, everyone, if you're gonna have wine with pizza, it's easy to go, well, I can have a Chianti. For Italian wines, I actually prefer a Barbera, because I think Barbera's got higher acidity, or a Zinfandel from California. Zinfandel is great with pizza, or a Petit Syrah. But I wanted to stay in the Spanish realm because we had the Spanish white, and so I chose La Montesa Rioja from Palacios Raimondo Winery. It's 95% Garnacha, which is a very fruit-forward grape, but it's full-bodied. It's fermented dry, but it has a lot of fruitiness, and it's just a big red wine that's will pair really well with pizzas. And again, red wines with pizza, you can pretty much go anywhere you want, any red wine you like. But I thought we'd do something a little bit different here and try something that's different and will still complement the pizza.
Yeah, because I thought you won't go Chianti.
It's too obvious.
I'm glad you didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing I did here was let's pour us a glass of this here first. But first I roasted the chicken. So it's it was a whole bird, then broke everything down. Because for me, like anything slow roasted, you're drawing out all the flavors of it. So when we rub it down, we kind of let it marinate for a day before we even pop it in the oven. So it's got all those nice, everything permeates the skin. It just gets all up in there. So I love when we use like fresh herbs as opposed to always using dry. So just letting it sit in the refrigerator for a day before we roast it, everything, you get all the good flavors out of it. So generally when we make these chicken mango tacos, we do add a little spice element to it. We throw fresh jalapenos in there. I didn't do that today. Biggest reason why I didn't do it because I wanted to just kind of put the chicken and the seared mango in the forefront. So searing the mango, getting a little char on it, bringing out the sugars, I think help complement it, and then finish it off with just a little smooth avocado cream. And then in the avocado cream, I added just a little bit of tahini, fresh sour cream, and a whole avocado, and that's it. So it's a very mild complement to an otherwise flavorful taco. Fresh onions, green onions in there. Fresh cilantro and tons of fresh lime juice. I have this infused lime oil that I use in it, so I mean the flavor should just be bursting. And I do kind of want to see how it goes with this, so it's always good to see you, brother. Yeah. Yeah, brother.
Done really well.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Are we going? All right. So first off, this is a fantastic pairing. You got the crispness of the onions, the seared sweetness of the mango, and the flavor of the chicken all go great with this wine. The avocado cream is a real good compliment because you get that on the end. Just a little subtle finish on the back end of it, but the wine, you taste it throughout. One doesn't overpower the other. Anytime I try to pair anything, I try to look for balance, and this is like perfectly balanced right
Yeah,
here.
and that's the thing with wine is like I wanted to get something that complemented this, and I thought with the mango was a big thing here. I mean, the chicken to me said white wine.
Mm-hmm.
Again, but the whole red wine with meats and
Sure.
fish or chicken, you don't have to go by that necessarily. That's just an easy rule of thumb. But then with the mango, it's like with the mango, I wanted to have something again that had that fruitiness and that the light, crispy wine with the bright minerality. And I think the wine has enough like pineapple and tropical fruit flavors to it also that it just emphasizes that mango flavor.
Man, this hit a home run. These chicken mango tacos are fantastic. Coming to a brewery sometime this summer. All right, so next up here, we did a little sausage pizza with a little red onion, fresh roast tomato, and garlic sauce with a little basil, and topped it off with a little brick mozzarella. So the reason why I chose this is one, I have a pizza oven, so I wanted to like work on some different doughs. And a friend of mine's mom showed me like her recipe for pizza dough. So I wanted to like give that a try it out and see how everything came out, and it did. It came out fantastic. Definitely, it looks great, but biggest thing is I want to see like as far as taste goes, because I could do a bunch of different things with the dough. We could do knots, we can do calzones, we can do a bunch of different things. So whenever I'm working with a new recipe, the first thing I try to do is like make it 3 times to get consistency down, and then build off of that. So the biggest build we want to do is see what we can add to it to kind of adjust. Maybe like a black pepper and Asiago crust, perhaps fold in a little pesto, do like a pesto crust pizza. Could we cut the 00 flour with a little whole wheat, have like a whole wheat crust? Just a couple different things, like gears start turning and everything like that. So when I was asking you to pair something, you chose this fantastic Rioja. So I'm thinking this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, so the Rioja is going to be really bright, fruit forward. It's a lot of people confuse when you say fruit forward as being sweet. It's not sweet. It's going to be they have like a jammy fruitiness to it, but it is fermented dry, and it should go really well with pizza. It's really a type of wine that pairs well with just many different types of food. And like I said before, pizza is pretty easy to pair red wines with. There's really no bad red wine for pizza. It's just good and better, and whichever one you prefer. But I wanted to stick with this because we did Spanish for the first one, which I think that just killed it. So I wanted to do the Spanish here to make it something different and let people know, hey, it doesn't have to be a Chianti or a Zinfandel or the norm. You can stretch out your world and try something different. And the crust looks delicious. It's great golden brown color.
It does. And even like next time I would even go maybe a little bit darker, because when we have the oven fired up, I mean it gets up to about 900 degrees. So the biggest thing I want to do is just like get that good blister on it, just to you want those bubbles in the pizza and everything, but doing it in an oven at home, it comes out a little bit different. But so let me ask you a quick question about like on the first one you were talking about minerally. Like, is that just a different word for earthy?
No, mineral. It generally get that in again, particularly in white wines. Mineraliness is just to do with the soil where the grapes are grown, and there's a lot of stones in the soil, and it leaches into the grape flavor, and you can actually taste like the rockiness in the taste of the wine.
Right. So and then this one here you said had a jammy taste to it, but not necessarily meaning sweet.
Not sweet at all. It's just very fruit forward, big, and I hate to use grapey taste because it's obviously made with grapes, but it just has that big fruity grape flavor to it. But again, not a sweet wine at all, but very fruity.
Okay.
And just very easy, soft tannins, really soft finish. Just pairs well with a lot of foods.
Right, so let's get down on this. And the biggest, so like soft tannins, I do like, cause every now and then you get some of those wines that have heavy tannins into it, and like it feels like the sweater's on your tongue after you're done drinking it. So like if this is a lot milder, I think it'll go really good with the pizza.
Yeah,
So
and those wines with the bigger tannins, those are great for like really big foods, like for steaks.
Yep.
Because then the wines with those big tannins, when you're having it with a steak, those tannins taste really soft compared to the steak.
Yes.
Because that's again how the food and wine will complement and contrast each other. But for pizza, wine like that would not be as good. There's got to have something a little bit softer and fruitier. But again, pizza's pretty easy to go with red wines, and you can find a lot of different things you like with pizza.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of wines go with pizza. It's very few and far between where I've had really bad pizza. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's get in it.
I think this is a great example of how wine really goes well with food. Because the pizza, there's a lot of after you take the bites, a lot of great flavors come through, but your tongue still feels very coated.
Mm-hmm.
You take a sip of that wine, the acidity in the wine just cleanses your tongue. So now it's ready for the next piece of pizza, next bite of the pizza, and your tongue is now clean again. So your taste buds are ready to get those flavors where they're not being covered up.
Man, look at you, 2 for 2 over here. This is right on. Dom, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well,
thanks for coming out. Appreciate the wines. Hopefully you enjoyed the food. The pairing was spot on.
Thanks for the invite, and food's great, and I hope to do this again with you again.
Yeah, no, we gotta bang out a dinner somehow, some way.
Cool. Well, good luck with this. It's great.
You got it, bro. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thank you.